What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, check this out, man. This thing is getting absolutely hilarious, man. All of the fallout from this Acolyte cancellation is getting funny at this point. You know, it's kind of sad at the same time, but it's really just becoming funny the more and more you look at it. Because, look, all Lucasfilm did, all they did is cancel a show that they weren't getting good viewership on. You know, nobody was watching it, or at least not enough people were watching it to justify doing a season 2. The amount of money that they spent on this, $180 million for this first season, they looked at the numbers and they said, this ain't worth it. All right, pull the plug. We done. Let's get up out of here. Let's put our bread into something else, something that actually will return our investment. But no, the Acolyte is simply not it. Okay, that's all it is to it. But look what Screen Rant is crying about now. Oh, Lucasfilm's silence on the Acolyte cancellation is all too loud. Like, why do they have to say anything else? You saw the Nielsen ratings just like the rest of us did. You know what this show was doing viewership-wise. Come on, Screen Rant. This is absolutely ridiculous. They don't have to explain anything. The numbers speak for themselves. Nobody was watching this show. What you want them to do, man? Some charity? This ain't charity. Yeah, like they got this petition going right now. Star Wars Stuff posted this up. Almost 40,000 people have signed this petition to renew the Acolyte. And you can see right there at the time that they posted this, 39,484 people. They were trying to streak towards 50,000. And they actually made a little bit more progress. They're now at 40,949. But look, here's what you do, okay? Here's a little tip. You guys want to get the Acolyte renewed, you want a season 2, here's what you do, all right? Crowdfund for it. I'm serious. Crowdfund for it, all right? If you can get, like, let's say you could get 1 million signatures on this, which I doubt they will, all right? But let's say you could get 1 million people. Get 1 million people and say, hey, everybody, cough up like 180 to 200 bucks each. Find 1 million people to cough up $180 to $200 each. You'll be able to fund an entire season of the Acolyte. All right. That's what you do. OK, you crowdfund for it. Put your money where your mouth is, or your little petition is, and your tweets and all of that stuff. Because that's the big problem Disney got. All of these tweets and all of this online crap, it don't turn into actual money. OK, how do they make money off of this? They can't. So that's why they pulling the plug. So again, stop expecting Disney to come out of their pockets and make some show for your little niche audience. All 40,000 people of you, or 50,000. I don't give a damn if it got up to 100,000, 200,000. I doubt it gets there. Okay, this thing been out since, what, August 20? This is as far as it's going to get. It might get to 100K. But even if it does, stop expecting Disney to fund this crap, all right? Because look, y'all had your opportunity to go out there and watch it. Not enough people give a damn. That's just all it is to it. Which is why it's like just funny when you sit back and you saw this Rolling Stone article. We were talking about that yesterday on The Office. You know, can the best of Star Wars survive the worst of its fans? Before Star Wars can have another successful show, some vocal parts of the fandom have to reckon with what they really want out of the franchise. We know exactly what we want out of the franchise. That's what's insanely crazy about this, all right? Like the person that wrote this article, C.T. Jones, she was actually also posted this up on Twitter, all right? I wrote about Acolyte cancellation and why the loudest and most vocal Star Wars fans never know what they're really asking for, all right? Now here, this guy, Eric, look what Eric has to say. We want well-written characters that we can connect with and root for. Good actors with good direction. A well-thought-out and coherent story/plot that develops naturally. Fun action, beautiful visuals, and respect for the prior existing lore. The Acolyte had none of this. It has nothing to do with skin color. Boom. Again, this is the problem. These guys think that it's, oh, you toxic fans, you guys are just mad because there were women in it and it's LGBTQ and people of color. And that's the real issue, okay? The real problem with all of this, the fallout that's coming from this, is because they think that the toxic fans won, all right? And the toxic fans, the quote-unquote toxic fans, it's not that we won, it's that we were right, okay? We were right. Nobody gives a damn about what it is you guys are trying to push down our throats. We don't care. Star Wars fans know bullshit when they see it, and they're calling it out. And they're saying, nah, this is trash. I'm not watching it. And the ratings went right off the side of the cliff. That's it. That's all. Okay? Y'all can get mad. Y'all can scream and pout all you want to. Okay? But the toxic fans were right. We were right the entire time. As a matter of fact, look, y'all can go and pick up my Toxic Fans Were Right t-shirt on my merch store, okay? I'll leave a link in the description so you can get out there and let everybody know, hey, the toxic fans was right the whole time, all right? Go pick one up, all right? And talk shit, all right? You know, because that's what I believe in, man. I believe in talking shit to the people that were wrong. When you were trying to calmly and nicely tell them, hey, this isn't going to work, all right? You know, the way that they are taking Star Wars, the direction that they're taking the franchise in, is really not going to work, guys. You know, really be thoughtful about what you're doing with legacy characters like Luke, Han, and Leia. You know, don't just try to use them to appeal to the modern audience that really doesn't exist, okay? That's not what you should be doing with Star Wars, all right? It's a very important franchise, and the backlash is going to be loud. Oh, we don't care. You're just a racist and a bigot and a homophobe and blah, 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 blah. All right, yeah, let's talk shit. Okay, I'm done being nice. Talk all the shit you can, okay? Rub it in their faces. And look, even if they did renew it, if by some miracle this little dumbass thing actually got going and it actually works, okay? It makes no never mind to me. I'm still going to have fun, all right? Because remember, we're either going to have fun enjoying great Star Wars, or we're going to have fun dunking, laughing, and pissing, and laughing and having a great time over shitty Disney Star Wars. It's going to be one or the other. All right. So you guys figure it out which way you want to go with it. Either give us some good Star Wars, Lucasfilm, or you get what you get. And you're going to be canceling more shows. All right. Just like they're going to cancel that entire High Republic, they're going to be canceling more shows. This is only the beginning. Like, look, this tweet right here, especially this tweet, just pretty much tells you everything you need to know about why these clowns are melting down over this thing, right? By this Sharia Chala individual. The worst part about the Acolyte being canceled isn't the cancellation itself, but knowing exactly which part of the Star Wars fan base Disney listened to in order to go ahead with this decision. That's why they're mad. They're not mad because it's canceled. They're mad because they feel like, number one, we got a victory or whatever. All right, fine. You want to see this as a win. I think it as we should have never had this shit made in the first place. But they're mad because we were the ones that were proven right about the Acolyte. All right, we were proven right. And that's why they're mad, because they feel like they've taken an L, which they kind of have taken an L. But ultimately, look, the Star Wars fan base, all right, which part of the Star Wars fan base? The part that actually puts money in their pockets. What part do you think they're supposed to listen to? Like, what is this person talking about? Oh, man, we should listen to the people that didn't watch shows, that don't buy the merch. Let's listen to them. All right, they listening to their pockets. That's what Disney is listening to. Are you kidding me? These people are delusional, man. They think that all of this stuff is made, like I said earlier, for charity, all right? Oh, they're making some little show just for me. No, they're making it to make a whole lot of bread. They don't drop $180 million into a series hoping and praying that somebody watches this thing, or doing it for some little, you know, activist nonsense, all right? All of that, you know, dedication to representation, that only goes so far. If you're not going to put your actual money and bread behind it, Disney going to pull the plug every time. So if you guys don't want to get behind these things with actual dollars, viewership, go watch this shit. Don't just sit back and talk about it. Don't just tweet about it. Go out there and watch it 1,000,000 times if you have to, if it's that important to you. You guys got to get them numbers up, all right? You can't sit up here and let this thing get a dog walked on Rotten Tomatoes, 18%. This ain't going to get it done, homie. You better go out there and watch this thing. And you better get a whole lot of people excited about it if you want this thing to last. That's the way business works. So yeah, unfortunately for these fools, like Disney's like, nah, you know, we ain't doing this shit, okay? Yeah, the Star Wars fan base that Disney listened to are the paying customers. I mean, it's just so hilarious how these people think. Yeah, you got this other post by Sawyer. I broke down crying about the Acolyte tonight. I've been grieving privately for days, and I needed to let it all out. This show means more to me than words can say. It made me feel seen as a female Star Wars fan and as a woman who is taught by society to hide her rage. As I grieve for the show, for not knowing if I will ever know what happens next, for the characters, and for the cast and crew who put their heart and soul into it. I grieve for Leslie Headland, who was brave and bold enough to tell a different kind of Star Wars story. I grieve for my friends and peers who felt represented by this show in ways they never felt represented by Star Wars before. I fear that the fandom will cease to exist, that this show will be forgotten, and my sincerest hope is that we will rage on as proud fans of the Acolyte for many years to come. I love the Acolyte. I always will, no matter if we get a continuation of the story or not. Again, all you got to do is just crowdfund for it. All right, Sawyer? Go out there and crowdfund it. Find another 1,000,000 people and get about $200 from each of them and be like, all right, we ready. Take it up to Disney's door. Drop that $200 million on their lap and say, hey, let's get another season of The Acolyte. That's all you got to do. Find another 1 million people that agree with you and that are willing to give $200. That's it. That's all. Okay. But like all of this sob story and stuff, man, Disney don't care about that. This is a company. This is a business. And again, all of this representation, their dedication to representation and LGBTQ and DEI, all of that stuff just went up in smoke. It just showed right there. Nobody watched the show. If there was that much of a groundswell and support for it, it would have did just fine. But the fact that it did it, you got to deal with that. Yeah, and then the last part on that Screen Rant article, they said Lucasfilm needs to stand up to the trolls at last. It's time to stand against the dark side. Now, what Lucasfilm needs to do is start making money. All right. Lucasfilm needs to figure out how to turn the biggest franchise on the planet into money, into actual bread. All right. They've been losing their asses over there. They've been losing. They've lost on Star Wars. They lost on Indiana Jones. Remember Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny last year? Lost their asses on that movie. Yeah, that's what Lucasfilm needs to do, all right? Lucasfilm needs to get like Marvel, all right? Lucasfilm needs to start cleaning house and firing all the activists that are over there. They need to do what Kevin Feige was doing. Kevin Feige said, yeah, we got to start making money or that's my ass. This is my legacy on the line right now. So Marvel said, nah, it's time to get these chumps up out of here, all right? We need to stop bringing in people that don't understand the lore. They don't understand what Marvel is. They don't understand comics. They don't understand the fan base. They're just here to push an agenda. They're here for the message. We need to get these clowns out the door, and we need to start bringing in people that understand what the hell the fans want, because those are the people that are going to put money in our pockets. And the same thing goes for Star Wars, for Lucasfilm. They need to start bringing in fans. Clean house. That's what they need to do, all right? So, yeah, I'm sorry to all of the fans out there that wanted to see all of this dedication to representation, but that don't put money in Lucasfilm's pockets, okay? And if you guys ain't going to crowdfund for it, then Lucasfilm needs to start doing what?
Listen to the fans.
They need to start listening to the damn fans, all right? Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation. Again, it is what it is, all right? Y'all can cry and bitch and moan about it all you want to, but at the end of the day, it's business, all right? It's not personal, it's strictly business, all right? But y'all let me know what y'all think. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.